Good evening and welcome to the Red Report. We've got Lawrence with us today. There's a couple of people also attending at some point. My brother is not today, but he's working late. Hopefully Anthony Herbert's coming on and the one and only Static could be making his debut on the channel. Let's hope we can get on. So there's quite a bit to talk about. We're going to start with. I think we're not going to start with the Arsenal Forest preview. We're going to start with this because I wanted to get Lawrence's his opinions on this game at Anfield a couple of weeks ago, just before the international break. So and you know, I was very vocal about the team selection. Very disappointed with the way we played as well. I said, don't go there for a draw. We can go and have a go at them. Look what Newcastle done to them in the game beforehand, and Newcastle pinned them back with 10 men. And if we have a go at them, we've got every chance in the world of actually coming away with a victory. Because I wasn't convinced on Liverpool, but lo and behold, we go up there. Arteta plays defensive, plays for a draw, and we get undone by a wonderful free kick. Unstoppable free kick, really, but the game was very stale. It was boring. I mean, I couldn't believe that we've got a manager who doesn't recognise any weaknesses in the other team. He just played the occasion and not the game, and it was so frustrating, Lawrence, weren't it? For me, I was so annoyed, especially with the three defensive midfielders in midfield. Then people are piping up, the top gooners are piping up. Moreno's not a defensive midfielder. We played him as a striker last season because we needed to. All right, fair enough. They're saying it again now because he got an hat-trick for Spain, didn't he? I think he scored as well in the second game. So 4 goals for Spain from midfield, though. You know what I mean? So, and he's not an attacker. He's not a striker. I was thinking to myself, what are these people saying? What are they trying to say? We bought him as a defensive midfield player. When we bought him, he was a defensive midfield player. He was second place, second fiddle, or even third for Real Sociedad. And I was just thinking to myself, how is he now all of a sudden, because the top gooners out there are saying that he's no way is he a defensive midfielder, is he all of a sudden not one? But apart from that, that's my little refresh on the video that I did. Just want to hear what you've got to say, Lawrence. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you've just said. You know, I mean, I can't understand with why we had 4 number 10s on the bench. You know, we just signed a top midfielder from Crystal Palace, and he doesn't even start him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was no creativity whatsoever. And I laugh when I hear people telling me, oh, well, Arsenal dominated the game up at Anfield. How can you dominate a game when you've only had one shot in the whole 90 minutes? What Arsenal did was suffocate the game.
Yeah.
Right. We stopped Liverpool from playing, but we didn't dominate the game. So where these dickheads think we were all over Liverpool, I've got no idea.
No, I'm not there.
I mean, the other question I want to know is why was Saliba starting the game if he got injured in the warm-up?
It's another thing. It's another thing. I don't know if you see my videos that I put out there. Let's just quickly go through the chat here because someone's saying we dominated the game in this chat. Right? Let me just read these. AFC Always is saying Raya's positioning was questionable. I don't think he was questionable. I don't think 2 goalkeepers would have stopped that. And he's saying it's lies about Moreno. Obviously, he wasn't third. He was a starter. Oh, was he a starter? Okay, he was a starter. All right. Well, you know, I've seen different from that, bro. Don't know if you watch the La Liga. You probably watch it a lot more than what I have or what I do. If you think that, but everything I've read about him, he was third choice behind Zubimendi and someone else. So I don't know who the other player was anyway. But this is what I've heard. So I'm only repeating what I've heard. I might be wrong, but he wasn't in the team. He wasn't an international starter for Spain either, was he? And everyone's bigging him up. I mean, he might turn out to be a great player. Let's hope he does. He plays for the Arsenal. Sweet. But I mean,
well, the irony is that when we initially went after Zubimendi and we couldn't get him, Arteta then went and got Marino instead. So,
yeah.
you know, and people say,
listen,
"Oh well."
1 minute, Lawrence. Yeah, I know he played for Real Sociedad. Didn't you hear me say that? I just said he wasn't the starter for Sociedad, was he? He wasn't the starter. We didn't dominate the game. I don't know what game he was watching, bro. The game was suffocated. It was nothing. It was shit. Cancelled each other out. So Liverpool had one shot on target in the first half, laughing out loud, bro. How many shots on target did we have the whole game? One. The whole fucking game, bro. We were shit. The game. Well, look, we was both crap. The game was suffocated. The game was suffocated.
I don't know if that bloke is an Arsenal fan or not, or if he's just winding us up. You know, I mean,
I think he was a DM, a defensive midfield player. Well, listen, get up the facts then. Go on the site and give me your receipts, because for what I know, he was a defensive midfield player. He played centre mid for Real Sociedad. Yeah. Okay.
See, this is the problem, Lee. We've got people like him in our fan base. If he is an Arsenal fan, I doubt it very much. You know, they will only see it from an Arteta perspective. They won't. They can't see what we see.
Arteta is not he's not using his like a duty of care to these players. He's not rotating it correctly. We've got the squad deep enough now, and now we're going to go back to what you said. I don't care if Saliba begged him to play for that game. He got injured in the warm up. Come out and said it after the game, so it's not bullshit. He got injured in the warm up, and he let him go on and let him play. I don't give a shit, right? How much the player begs you that I'm all right, boss. I'm all right. I want to play. I want to get on. I want to help my team. I get that. I appreciate you want to help your team. You're a team player. You're a fantastic player. I'm not risking you. Maresca was ready. Maresca didn't even warm up when he come off the bench. He was already like, he didn't have to change or anything. He was already ready. We've lost Lawrence, and the duty of care to that player. Now he's out for 4 or 5 weeks, just because of the decision of that manager and letting him play when he should never have let him play. He should never have let him go on that pitch after getting that little knock, that little injury before the game in the warm up. And that to me is poor man-to-man management, and he's got no duty. He don't care about the players. You've got to understand, people. He doesn't care about the players. Our players have no freedom. That is the problem. They are afraid to go against Arteta's ridiculous tactics. They've got no freedom. They're suffocated. They're stifled. Why did he leave 4 attacking midfield players on the bench against Liverpool? Why did he leave them all on the bench? Eze, Odegaard, Wanyeri, and Max Damon. They was all over attacking midfield players. All our 10s were on the bench. What was he thinking? What was he thinking? He was thinking was to suffocate the game.
Yeah. And why did he bring on Max Dowman with less than 4 minutes to go? Thinking he could save us the game. Yeah. This clown, he makes some really strange decisions. His substitutions are a joke. I mean, to stick Martinelli on the left, where we all know he's been absolutely shit for us the last 18 months. Let's not hide the fact he's been shit the last 18 months, right? and he picks him ahead of Eze, who would have been
Yeah.
brilliant on that left, right. Okay, and he disrespects Waneri by not even playing him. You know, I fear that Waneri will be gone next summer. I think
he's just signed a new contract, ain't he?
Yeah, but the way Arteta's treating him is the same way he treated Ramsdale and others at the club. He's got no respect for these players whatsoever. And I think Waneri, if this continues, he'll be slapping in a transfer request next summer.
Perhaps.
You know, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. You stick on a 15-year-old kid with less than 4 minutes to go when you're 1-0 down to Liverpool and you're trying to save a game. I
don't really get it. I just want to go back to the comment section, Lawrence. Arsenal will ruin certain Arsenal players' World Cup dreams this summer. Arteta's not a good manager, mate. He's not. I think here we go again. Likes Arteta. I'm not sure. Tell me if you're Arteta in or out. Please, here we go again. What does transfer market know about that? Did you watch the games? Have you watched any games in the La Liga? Have you watched Sociedad play? Did you watch them play? Let me know that. I don't check transfer market. That just tells you like heat maps and stuff like that. Did it? It's all statistics, and I'm not a fan of that statistical side of the thing. Just on reports of what I've read, reports of games. I've seen a couple. And what I see of him, he wasn't an attacking or a centre midfield. What do you mean centre midfield? Like just stayed in the middle of the park? Did he ever drop back? He's not a striker, is he? He's not a striker. Is he a number 10? Like an attacking midfield player? Does he shadow strikes it off the striker? What's his actual position then? Because we've got the same problem with Havertz as well. What's his position? Saliba wasn't fine, bruv. He wasn't fine. Yeah, he said to the manager. He might have said to the manager, but he rolled his ankle. He done it in the warm up. He done it in the warm up. You got to think about the players' welfare. Yeah, the duty of care is terrible. He brings every player. He brings them back too early from injury, and they break down and go out longer. You're a humongous fan, bless you. We love all the Arsenal fans in the chat, whether you're Arteta in or Arteta out. We love your opinions on here, and we can debate things. But I mean, you don't know everything, bruv.
Yeah, he must be related to Egal.
Right, Egal's super positive Egal, isn't he? All the time, never criticises. And what's the other guy's name on that AFTV? What the little Ty? Super, yeah, but I admire that super positivity as well. You know. I admire that, but I mean, I've got my opinion. You can't ever go at people for having their opinions, right? Listen, you can disagree.
Yeah, but the thing is, Lee, is why is it that you can see it, I can see it, Anthony can see it, and you've got
a lot of the older fans, isn't it? It's a lot of the fans that have. Like, I'm nearly 50. I mean, I don't know how old you are. Anthony's like in his mid 40s, I think. You know, a lot of the older fans who have been about before Wenger.
Yeah,
we go back to George Graham. Do you know what I mean? And before that, even some of us. So you know, we've been about a long time, and we've been watching football a long time. I know about coaching. I know about managing your players. I was a welfare officer at the club, the kids club that I was a coach at. Yeah. I've managed the kids' teams. I've been involved in football. I couldn't tell you how many years. I know what I'm talking about when we're talking about football. When I'm talking about duty of care. I'm talking about welfare, about players. I know exactly what I'm talking. Doesn't matter if the player. You know the player's not right. Look how bad his interview. Look, he had to be like the coach. He couldn't put no support. Couldn't put no weight on his ankle at all.
Yeah,
the injury's worse than what they're letting on because they're running scared now because they know that they should never have let him play. They should never let him play.
This
He
manager
cares about the players more than you ever know. He doesn't care about them. Here we go. He does not care about the players.
Yeah, did you read that?
He cares more about his ego more than anything. Anyone that talks back to Mikel Arteta, he gets them out of the club.
Yeah, because he thinks he's bigger than the club itself. He thinks the club is called Arteta FC, which
Yeah,
is
I know.
funny because whenever I see pictures of the Emirates Stadium, it's got Emirates Stadium. It doesn't say Arteta Stadium or Arteta FC. And as I've shown you in the past, Lee, on my Arsenal shirt, on the front of it is a cannon.
Yeah,
There's not a picture of a Spanish clown with his
no.
name above it.
Yeah,
And this is the problem. We've got people like this prick in the chat, right? And others who think this man is bigger than the club. And that's why we're in the mess we're in at the moment, because we've got a core of our fan base who are stuck in 2019 because they think that's when Arsenal started. They seem to forget that this club is going to be 140 years old next year. It was founded in 1886, 140 years,
yeah,
you know, and this clown of a manager has dragged this club through the mud over the last 5 to 6 years, right? I've never seen an Arsenal side as bad as this since the days when Terry Neal was manager in the early 80s, when we were shit back then. I mean, this is on the same scale.
yeah,
I mean, I've got other issues about the club. It's thrown away its values where it says tradition, pride, history, and class. They've thrown that all out the window because they've now brought out more merchandise today to celebrate us back in the Champions League. You know, they're all in it for the money. They don't care about the values of the club whatsoever. And, you know, Arteta's part of that. The Kroenkes are part of it. The PR department, you know, everyone behind the scenes at work at this club has screwed this club and the fans over big time. You know, this is not the Arsenal that I started following in 1968.
yeah.
You know, it's gone down.
Not the way it's run now. Absolutely
It's
not.
not.
I just
Arsenal were
look at
known
him.
for its traditions
Yeah,
and the way it conducted its.
I'm going to lose Lawrence again. It looks like he's in hospital, by the way, people, and he's not getting a great reception. So let's just go back to the chat while we're waiting for him. Here we go again. Eze just got. I don't care if he just got to the club. He played for Palace the week before, mate. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. He ain't What's that? Acclimatized. Acclimatized. What do you mean acclimatized? It's nothing to do with the weather. If Ethan would slap down a transfer request next summer, then why did he not just leave this summer for free after not playing at the end of the season? Well, we probably thought he's probably convinced him, didn't they? They've probably convinced him he's going to get another chance. But I don't see it. I don't see this manager. He don't like it. He gets anyone backchats him, mate. He just sits you down, and that's it. I watched a lot of the Liga and Real Sociedad games. Mourinho never played defensive midfield for Sociedad. Most of the time, he was the most advanced midfielder of the three. Okay. If you lot were correct, and Arteta is such a clown, then why do we keep competing the last 3 years, we have finished second, yeah? And we should have won it a couple of times, but I believe not last season, the season before, we should have won it. We fell off. He can't get us over the line. He can't. Why did we beat Real Madrid in the Champions League? That's because of 2 fantastic free kicks from Declan Rice. Without them, we wouldn't have beat Real Madrid. We would have been knocked out then. PSG showed us who the governors were in the next round, didn't they? What else are you saying in the chat? Why do big players keep rejecting other clubs to come and play for Arsenal? That's a question I ain't got the answer for. Until we won. Isaac didn't, did he? Isaac didn't come and didn't reject anybody else to come and play for Arsenal. A lot of players over the years, Higuain, there's loads of players over the years that rejected Arsenal. Don't want to come and play for us. There's loads of them. There's
Luis Suarez, Benzema,
no serious
Julian Draxler.
this in Arteta.
What's that?
He's got a question for you about Wanyeri, yeah?
Yeah.
He's saying that. Hang on, where is it? Where's the question? If Ethan will slap down a transfer request next summer, then why didn't he just leave this summer for free after not playing at the end of the season? And I just said, I said my answer. What do you think? Why do you think he signed a new deal if he could have left for free? Oh, I think his phone's playing up. Here we go again. I can't. Barcelona. Well, Barcelona hired Pep when he was not. Weren't he number 2 to Bobby Robson? Didn't he take over the job from Bobby Robson, if I remember rightly? I might be wrong. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he was Bobby Robson's number 2, and he progressed after that. But look at Pep. Pep done it straight away though, didn't he? Pep didn't take him. Arteta ain't won nothing. He's won an FA Cup in his first season, and then from there he's done nothing really. Gets us knocked out of the FA Cup, which is the oldest club competition in the world. Gets us knocked out of that FA Cup, like he dismisses it every season since. And the League Cup as well. I mean, there's no big progress in the League Cup. It's just I've just seen enough. I've seen enough of Arteta. I've seen enough. Odegaard is a disgrace. Not agreeing with Mr. Arsenal, Tony Adams. Also saying finishing second was not a failure. Of course, it was a failure. We didn't win nothing. We didn't win that. I think Static's there. Static's trying to get in. There you go. Lawrence is back. They've got a private chat. Let's just try and get this. I'm here. I see you, Static. I'm just trying to get you in. One sec. I can see you there, but I can't see no picture on there. Where am I? I'm lost in the chat now. Is that you there? Are you? Can you say something, Lawrence? So you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on, but
might be your reception. We're just waiting for Static. I just can't get him in, making his debut on the show. Take the free kicks out, and we still win 3-1 on aggregate. But the game would have been different. Here we go again. Don't you think the game would have been different? You take the goals away that Declan Rice scored, it would have been a completely different game. Many rejected Liverpool. Many rejected Liverpool the season before because he was supposed to go there. That was right. You're right there. Rice rejected Man City. Man City weren't serious about signing him. Timber rejected United.
This is just. Oh, sorry. This is just classic. This is just classic. Plastic deluded AKB ostrich knowledge. You know, just scraping the barrel to defend this clown of a manager. They're scared of change. They're too scared to realise that.
I think he just really likes Arteta for whatever reason, and he can't seem to fathom that he's not a good manager. He's not. He don't care about the players. That's what I'm taking from it. He's coming back. He's probably googling. You're googling everything that he's coming back with.
Yeah.
He just said,
let me ask him a question. Here we are again. If you owned a company, right, and you hired someone to be your manager to take charge of the running of the company, and he basically did a bad job, and you were in a worse situation than you were when you hired him, would you keep him in that job?
I'm not sure. I think I can't believe that here we are again. I can't believe that he's sort of in our age group. I think he's probably a younger fan. And
He's
it tends to find
probably,
the younger fans are, they come up with all this stuff. I'd be
yeah.
surprised if he is in our age group and make me wrong, but I'm not convinced of that by the way he's talking. That's for sure. He's going back to Pep was a novice when he took over at Barcelona. I'm sure he was number 2 to Bobby Robson, but didn't he manage someone else as well first? Pep was he? Look, they're saying that
He managed to Bayern Munich, didn't he?
yeah, that was after.
Oh, okay. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
he was a novice like Mikel. It's called him Mikel as well, so he likes him. And an assistant.
Yeah, well,
But Barcelona's team was much better than Arsenal's anyway. Barcelona's anyone could have took the job at Barcelona and done a similar job and had the money at the time that they had to spend to build the team, like what he's done with Bayern Munich, like what he's done with Man City. If you've got the funding, but Arteta's had the funding and not one fuck all.
yeah, exactly.
Cup.
Exactly.
He's had over $1 billion spent in 5 years. Over $1 billion. That's ridiculous money. Pep at Barcelona didn't have that much, but I know, what they called it when the price of milk goes up, inflation.
Inflation, yeah.
In mind, it's the top players were nowhere near like 100 million. They was back in them days. The top players were worth about 10 million, 15 million, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, in terms of money, the money that he could have spent, the money that he spent at Barcelona, and already having the team that was left there,
yeah.
Over.
If you think about it, Lee, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace has almost won the same amount of trophies in a less time than what Arteta has won at Arsenal. Yeah. It's just one Charity Shield away from matching what Arteta has won for us. And he's only been here at Palace for 2 years.
He won the FA Cup as well.
Yeah, won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Beat Man City.
Yeah.
They beat Liverpool in the Community Shield, right? And he's only been there a couple of years. Yeah, but we've got this Spanish clown in charge who can't get us over the line.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Glasner at the club than him.
A lot of people would. And then the next thing they're going to say is, who would you replace him with?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone. I would replace him with anyone really. I'll tell you, anyone with a bit of experience. I know he's got experience now because he's managed our club for 5 years.
Yeah,
but I don't let him go to Everton. Let him go there. Let him go to Rangers. Let him go to another club that he's played for.
He should have. Remember at the time when he was rumoured to be coming to us, and Ancelotti was looking for a club.
Yeah, he went to Everton. Ancelotti.
Ancelotti should have come to us, and Arteta should have gone to Everton. That would have been perfect for him.
Yeah, I've just a lot of people are happy with being also Rans. Second place is good enough. That's the Arsene Wenger mentality. Top 4 is good as a trophy, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
We were in the semi-finals of the League Cup last season. Yeah, the first time probably since Friday.
But how many trophies? Here we are again. How many trophies did we win last season?
How many trophies did we win the season before that? How many? Don't you dare say a Charity Shield. How many seasons the season before that? How many trophies the season before that?
He'll probably mention the Emirates Cup.
Arsenal. Funny you say that. AFC Always is laughing at AFC Always now. Funny you say that because it was. If we had lost, you would have used it as a stick to beat him. What? I don't know what he's talking about there.
I think he's winding us up.
Aim of the sport is to win trophies. Absolutely, AFC Always. Not really. Before Rice scored the free kick, we were absolutely all over Real Madrid. We played well, to be fair. We did. But it's I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. What you still seeing him? I don't get it. Man City
That's
put in a bid for 100 million for Rice. How's that not? They weren't serious about. They've done that to push up our bid. Declan Rice already said he's coming to Arsenal. Man City put in that bid to bump the fucking price up. That's what they done, mate.
yeah.
He was never
This
going.
I don't know who this dickhead is, but obviously he's got his head stuck in the sand so much like an ostrich that he's lost all sense with reality. You know,
Yeah.
he's just scrambling for the statistics just for the sake of it. He doesn't know what he's even talking about.
No. That's all right, Static. Maybe next time, bro. Keep trying, though, if you want. It's up to you. I haven't Googled anything, guys. This is off the top of my... Well, I tell you
Well,
what, you must have an encyclopedia brain. All right. Okay,
yeah, I think
Googled it, well, because Pep said it as well.
oh
Pep
my God.
said about Declan Rice, and he said
Well,
that...
he hasn't got anything inside his head, that's for sure.
He said he matched. Did he match it or did he beat it by just a couple of million, something like that? And then Arsenal went 105 million. It wasn't that because if Declan Rice had any fucking brains, if Man City were very serious about it, why would he have come to Arsenal over Man City? Why would he have come to play for Arteta rather than play for Pep? Don't believe everything you read, bro. Don't believe everything you read, because if it was me, I'll go and play Pep, a fucking serial winner. 4p in the Premier League, done a treble in that 4p as well, Champions League. But Bayern Munich, Barcelona, mate. You don't, or would you want to come and play for a geezer whose fan base is fucking split over him? You know what I mean? Who ostracises his players? Who anyone that fucking backchats him, he gets out of the club. Guendouzi, Aubameyang, Lacazette, anyone that talks back to him, he slings them out the club. He sacks them. That's a ridiculous question. Do you genuinely believe we are in a worse position? Listen, if you watch my channel, right, and you see my videos, I've said Arteta, what he's done is he's brought us as far as he can. He's brought us. He's not good enough to get us over the line. He's not. What do you mean Pep never managed anyone? Pep never managed anyone? What are you talking about before Barcelona? Oh, okay, Barcelona was his first job.
Here
Sorry,
we are again.
I've had to try again next time. I'll be in the live chat, legends. 3 likes and 1 subscribe.
Here we are again. It must be so difficult for you to take those Arteta tinted specs off that you wear. You know, you need to take them off, pal, because you're living in a fantasy world. You're not in the real world, mate.
No, they wouldn't. He's having it with AFC always at the minute. Guardiola's first job was actually the Barcelona B team before he managed the first team. Right, so he had some sort of managerial experience. Static, you might know. I mean, this is off the top of my head. I don't bother looking into all googling shit and all that crap. I'll just go through memory and through what my eyes see through my papers. I'm natural. I'll just throw it. I don't do much research. I do things through memory. Numerous times I've been corrected in the chat. I could have been corrected here, but here we are again. Apparently, he's saying that Moreno was never a defensive midfield player. I question that slightly. He was a central midfield player. Question that slightly. And apparently he's watched loads of Real Sociedad and the Liga, and he was 9 times. Did he say 9 times out of 10, or did he say normally he was the furthest midfield player forward? I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong about, because I didn't watch bundles of it. But what I remember watching of him, and for Spain as well, he only got on the pitch because Rodri was injured, wasn't it? Zubimendi and Rodri was playing. He come on, and he was sweeping up for me. He was sweeping up. He was playing a bit deep. Didn't see him go. I can't remember him going forward and being the furthest midfielder forward in my memory. Was he Stack? A question for you: Was he number 2 to Bobby Robson, Pep Guardiola at Barcelona? Was he a number 2? Because I've got a feel something in the back of my mind is telling me that. Do you remember, Lawrence?
What, Marino? Are we talking about Marino?
No, I'm talking about Pep Guardiola when he was. Was he number 2 to Barcelona?
I think he was playing when Bobby Robson was in charge. I think Jose Mourinho was Bobby Robson's assistant at Barcelona.
That's it. Yeah, you're right. As it happens, it was Jose Mourinho. No, that's it. That's the name. Yeah, okay. I could remember. Yeah. I remember there was a good manager that was tutored by Bobby Robson. It was Jose Mourinho. You're right.
Yeah, I think Guardiola was still playing at that time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Rejected. He told him he wants to go to Arsenal. That's why they didn't bid again. Okay, so he turned down Pep Guardiola, Man City for Arsenal. All right. Liam Lawrence facts. Here we go. Arteta has won the Charity Shield. Oh. Please, I'm not even going to read that. He's won the Charity Shield. So I'm not even going to read that, bro. One game.
Oh my God! This is a wind up. It's got to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
I actually like Lesnar. At least he won a European trophy as well, not just the FA Cup.
Hey, here we go again. Whatever your name is, you forgot to mention the Emirates Cups. He's won for us as well.
Yeah, Rangers fans don't want Arteta, especially with the current mess. Especially with the current mess right now, with the new Martin that's now in charge. I don't know who's in charge of him now.
The bloke who used to manage Southampton, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin. Yeah. I know the name, but I can't think. Yeah.
I think he'll be out of the job soon.
I just think it's disingenuous to say he's not a good manager. That's completely not true. Well, he's. Right. What's he doing to the players then? Well, you think that was a good thing he done to let Saliba play against Liverpool? Do you think that's good man managing? Not for me, mate. That's negligence. That's failure for this duty. He's got a duty of care to them boys.
This bloke is a total wind-up merchant.
Yeah,
I don't even think he's an Arsenal.
He's waiting for a reaction, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hello, mods and live chat. Lawrence Dam. What's that? Don't call. Yeah. I didn't call you a dickhead. What are you talking about? I didn't call you a dickhead. I come across your channel and decided to watch and have a conversation. Brilliant. I'm glad you're here. Here we are again. Glad to hear that, mate. We'll be respectful. I didn't call you. Did I call you a dickhead? I can't remember. If I did, I apologise for that. There's no maliciousness intended. You've got a right to what you think and a right to your opinion. We might have said a few dickheads in the fan base. Probably. I don't know. I don't think it was anything was intentionally aimed at you personally. Arteta is the most protected manager in world football. He is very protected.
He should have Teflon printed on his shirt.
Yeah. No shit don't stick.
Yeah.
Lee, I watch a lot of football around Europe, and it helps. It helps me rely less on Google search. Yeah, absolutely, Static. Static, I mean, he didn't manage a top flight team. Are we really counting Barca B as a managerial experience? Come on. I'm not counting Barcelona B as a managerial. Well, In that case, I've got managerial experience then because I've managed kids' teams. I've managed a kids' team, took them from third bottom to second.
Hey,
Didn't win nothing. Didn't win nothing.
Lee, I've managed a Subbuteo team. Does that make me a top class manager?
No. No, this is that's the point here we are again trying to make about Pep. Arteta, like Pep didn't manage a team before he took the Barcelona job. That was his first job. But that job would have been a lot easier than the Arsenal job.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But tell you what, I'll give you your due. Whether you're Googling it or not, and you know it's and you're doing it from memory or whatever, you know, I'm impressed with you knowing that. So you can't be that young then. You can't be that young. And if that's true, as well, that was his first job. Then he was special, but he didn't have success. Pep. Did Pep have success in his first season? Did it take him a couple of seasons?
No,
Tell me that. Here we are again. Tell me that. What was his success rate? Because Arteta's won nothing. Right, and we're supposed to be a big club. Excuse me, like Barcelona, like Real Madrid, like Bayern Munich. We knocked down Ivory Stadium to build the Emirates to compete with them big, massive clubs in Europe. And Arteta's still here, winning nothing. We got rid of Wenger in the end because he stopped winning trophies.
Yeah.
And Wenger was the one the best manager Arsenal's ever had. Then George Graham. You know, Bruce Rioch seems to be doing a better job than Arteta. No, I won't go that far.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got to get us over the line, and I don't think he can get us over the line. Can I
ask you a hypothetical question?
Yes.
Had Emery stayed at the club, if the club never sacked Emery, do you think he would have taken us to the next level?
Well, he did win the Europa League, didn't he? Before he came back to the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think if he'd have given the time that Arteta's had, the money that Arteta's had, yeah. I mean, I didn't want him at the club. Hands are up in the air. I was one of them saying, who the hell we got here? I know he'd won the Europa League with Sevilla, weren't it? 3 times in a row or something. He had credentials, but I just didn't like him, and I was one of the ones that was saying, just get some. We need a better manager. I was slating him, so I'll hold myself accountable for that. But I think, maybe if we'd have had the patience and given the money that, absolutely, I think he'd done better.
I still believe he was thrown under the bus by certain players at that Europa League final.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, he lost the dressing room, didn't he? The players lost respect for him. His English weren't great then, was it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that might have had something to do with it. He did lose. The players didn't respect him.
Yeah, there was a group of players, Xhaka, Ozil, Mertesacker, and Mustafi.
Yeah.
Was stirring the shit up in the dressing room. Because if you notice the way Ozil, the way he strolled off the pitch when he got substituted, left a very bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, and Xhaka. I mean, Xhaka threw the armband down on the floor.
Yeah.
But then this manager, Arteta, begged him to stay.
Yeah.
Begged him to stay. I mean, then he had a great season. See, but I would have never let him play for Arsenal again if I was him.
I know.
That's another thing as well.
That incident against Crystal Palace where he told the fans to fuck off and threw his Arsenal
his ears like that. Yeah, threw the armband down.
If that had been George Graham, he'd be on the way out of the club straight after the game. Yeah,
absolutely. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Here we are again, the same. I said Mourinho was a starter for Real Sociedad, and You said he wasn't. I never said anything about starting for Spain. Yeah, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then correct me if I'm wrong. But in my eyes, he was a defensive midfield player. And we started with 3 defensive midfield players against Liverpool at Anfield when they're just about beat Newcastle with 10 men on a counter attack, and they was penned back for half an hour. And if Newcastle would have had 11 men or 10 outfield players in that game, I believe they would have beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
We're talking in hindsight, like you're saying about can't talk in hindsight, but how about you just said about if Declan Rice don't score them 2 goals, we still win the game. They still win the legs, the other 2 legs against Real Madrid. I don't think we do. Everyone can talk in hindsight. And
if you remember, Lee, the first game they played at home to Bournemouth came back from 2-0 down, and it was touch and go before Liverpool managed to win the game. So they scored twice in the last 5 minutes.
Didn't Bournemouth beat us home and away last season?
Yeah, Bournemouth did the double over us.
Yeah, they did. Newcastle beat us 3 times last season at the 4 we played.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They beat us home and away in the cup, and they beat us in the league.
Yeah.
And we beat them. We got a bit of one. I think we won 1-0, didn't we? In the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Mourinho static. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what made me think Pep Guardiola, but yeah, it was Mourinho.
Yeah.
Lee, no, that was Mourinho. Yeah, sorry, Drake. Oh, you got Drake's slicer. Says hello to you, Lawrence. I did have it up there earlier.
Drake. Yeah, I saw his kind response earlier on. Thank you, Drake. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he was being sarcastic. Here we go again, because he was being sarcastic. You can mention it. I'm not saying you can't. The guy on the right said that the Bournemouth manager match that Arteta has done. I meant Charity Shield, the show he was wrong. Why can't he mention it, but I can't? No, he was being sarcastic. He was.
He's winding us up, Lee. He's not an Arsenal fan. He's just trying to get attention.
Sorry, not Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. Of course he doesn't. The point is, at least Pep had actual experience from managing a team. This is Static saying this to you. Here we are again. Pep had experience managing a team. At least whether it's the 2 or the bottom, it still counts for something. Guy on the right called me. Oh, did ya? Well, I mean, I've apologised anyway.
If I did, I apologise. All right, if that makes him happy.
Listen, it's banter, isn't it? There's no malicious banter. I mean, it's just the way people talk. Here we are again. Sometimes it's the way people talk. I mean, I've called my mates in having conversation worse names than that.
Exactly. I've called a lot of my mates far.
I know we're not mates or anything, but
worse than what.
Sometimes it can be a little bit. Maybe you're not used to this channel. Other channels proper mind their P's and Q's a bit. This is a little bit more for. Sometimes your lips get a little bit loose, and you try. I do try and control myself with language, but it does slip sometimes. But I do. It's nothing personal, Lawrence, is it? It's nothing.
No. It's just
It's
just like when you see someone saying the stuff like he's posting online, you wonder what planet he's on. As I said, he's an ostrich. As I said, you can see what's wrong at Arsenal. I can see what's wrong at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Anthony can see what's wrong at Arsenal. Yeah. But this guy, he doesn't think anything is wrong whatsoever. He thinks everything's hunky dory.
Yeah. No, but it's not. It's absolutely not, is it?
No.
Let's have a look at. Oh, what's happened here? Sorry, static. Lee Lawrence, Mikel Marino is mainly essential. So here we are again. Was right again. He's made me look a C word again. Come on. Here we are again. He must have it on Google. We must have it.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, I've seen him play. Every time I see him play before he came to probably 3 occasions.
But he's not a number 9.
He was deep. So Static, the legend that is Static. Listen, go and check out Static's channel as well. He's got a channel on YouTube. Go and check him out. He's saying, yeah, you were right. Here we are again. So you're vindicated on that one as well. He's played 200 games as a central midfielder for Real Sociedad. He played a few times as an attacking midfielder and as a DM. And we played him as a striker last season. We played him for the striker last season. He banged in a couple of goals. I'll give you that. But is he a striker? He's not a 9. Maybe he could, he scored 4 goals for Spain. I mean, I've seen the comparisons to like a Modric and Lampard and Gerrard and Scholes. I'm seeing all these comparisons, and he's not in that category. He's not in that category. Give me that. I'm seeing all these. I've not seen anything for him that would make me think he was as good as Frank Lampard, scored 20 goals a season for like 5 years in a row. Something like that. When Gerrard, look at what a player he was. Paul Scholes was better than the pair of them in terms of football ability, in my opinion. He's not on that level. That's the level Arsenal should be looking for. That he's not on that level. We are Arsenal, and I don't want to sound entitled, but we are Arsenal fucking football club.
Yeah.
Barcelona took the gamble on Pep, and it paid off. But yeah, Pep, it paid off because Pep was the original special one, if you like. Look, he's a much. You can't tell me. Here we are again that Arteta's on par with Pep. Pep's leagues above Arteta. His first job. What was? I need to know the success.
Yeah.
In Pep's first season. Now I can't remember. Yeah. Okay. I'm not. It's all in your head. Here we are again, man. Kudos to you, then, bro. You should join. Go for it. You want to join the stream? Pep won the league in his first season, but he had the. Yes, I said that. I said he had the team. I know he had the team. I know about Biscuits and Iniesta and Xavi and all the others, Ronaldinho and who else was there? Who was the other Brazilian striker they had? I can't think of his name. Is it Denilson or something? Was it Denilson? Oh, we've lost him again. Something I can't. Yeah, and that's he inherited a great team and he was successful and he carried on. He's always had the money as well, Pep. That's another thing, But Pep's league's above Arteta. You can argue that Arteta didn't start with the sort of money that Pep had and the team that Pep had. But anybody could have managed that Barcelona team. I mean, he didn't have a terrible team, Arteta, did he? It wasn't terrible. It was a bit. There was a bit of. I don't know, a bit of poison in there somewhere. I think Ozil had to get out of the club. Did he buy Pepe? I think it was at Emery's. No, Emery bought Pepe, but he wanted.
Sanelli bought Pepe, if you remember. Because Emery
was the manager at the
club. Emery wanted Zaha.
That's it. Wilfred, yeah.
Yeah. But Sanelli, right? He forked out 72 million for Pepe and pocketed 20 million for himself out the deal.
Yeah.
But what you said about Arteta, right? If you remember, Eric Ten Hag, who's possibly the worst ever manager in the Premier League, took Man United to 2 cup finals in 3 seasons and won them both. So, and he's supposed to be the worst manager ever in the Premier League. So what does that make Mikel Arteta?
Yeah, he's not definitely trophy-wise, he's one of the worst managers at a top-flight club, isn't he?
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of people like him because of where Arsenal were to where they are now. And I get that point because I used to be on board with it, and that I was called a flip flop. Like there's a guy that comes out the year, but I was a flip flop. But I didn't want Arteta. I only started liking Arteta when we was runners up the first time, and I thought, hold on a minute, next season might be fucking, the one. He's got us second, and then the second season when we should have won it, fell off right at the end, finished runners up again. Then I thought, all right, one more chance. And then last season, the football changed drastically last season. It weren't as bad as it is today, this season, but last season it was more, go back on my videos, you'll see it. I've done it's tightened it up. It was much more defensive. It weren't as free flowing. It weren't as attacking. And I just games that the leads we threw away. We had 14 fucking draws last season, and I think about 9 of them was from winning positions because he didn't go for the death. He just tried to close up on the 1-0s. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it was terrible. It was frustrating. For me, I'd seen enough, and now I've been, I can't unless something drastic happens, and we start smashing teams. Turn my head to get behind him again. But at the minute, mate, I can't see him doing it. And then the game at Anfield, I swear to God, I felt like fucking going ballistic.
Yeah.
I felt like you've got to control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. My old man used to say.
Yeah, I mean this transfer window that we've had this summer, we should have done this type of business after we beat Chelsea in the COVID Cup final.
Yeah,
this is what we should have done back then, right? We're 5 years behind schedule because this is the type of business that Arteta should have been done after we won that cup final in 2020.
Yeah. Right, he's saying Emery has never. Yeah, I'd rather be in the Champions League than the Europa League, but I want to win the Premier League more than any other trophy. And then it's the FA Cup for me. Might be a bit controversial, but for me, the FA Cup comes in front of the Champions League. We don't get none of the money that the club earns for winning the Champions League, but the trophy is so prestigious that that's the one I want. It's only second to the Premier League, and then the Champions League. No, I don't care if you don't win the Champions. I don't care about the Champions. I couldn't give a fuck about the Champions League. I mean that. I want the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Yeah, but the FA Cup has lost its magic ever since Man United boycotted it in 2000.
Yeah, for some people, but not for me. Not for me, ain't. Some people, some people have, but not for me. I've always loved the FA Cup. I love it because you've got all the clubs from right down the fucking bottom, right?
Yeah, but
non-league teams are involved.
Yeah, but it's been devalued because when you win the FA Cup, you go into the Europa League, right? It used to be the Cup Winners' Cup. It used to be the Cup Winners' Cup, right? And when they scrapped the Cup Winners' Cup, they made the team that won the FA Cup go into the Europa League, which meant Thursday night football, which a lot of teams don't want to take part in. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Lee, but for me, I would like to see us win the Champions League just once. Because I'm tired of...
Don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. I'd love to win it, obviously, but I don't really care if we win it or not. I would love to win it, obviously. We've won the Champions League, we've won it once, so what? Mate, yeah, great. But it's not a cup that I would go, if I was a manager, for Arsenal, the Premier League is the most important trophy.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I'm tired of all these Chelsea fans and Man City fans
Yeah,
giving me
give a
stick
fuck.
because they've won it and we
I don't
haven't.
give a fuck.
And
It
we're
doesn't
the bigger.
bother me at all, Lawrence. It doesn't get to me. So fucking what? You won a cup competition, so European Cup. So fucking, I don't give a shit. But what I care about is the English FA Cup and the fucking English Premier League. I don't care about being, go and get to the final. I don't. It's for one day I'm upset. For weeks I'm upset about fucking FA Cup final when we got beaten finals. When we don't win the Premier League, about 3 weeks into the summer, I'm fucking thinking I can't fucking believe it. We ain't done it again. And then then I start going right, feeling a bit better. Right, we go again. When the season starts, come on, we're doing it this year. Then I've not had that. Last season I didn't have that. The season before and the other 2 times, I thought we had a chance. Last year I knew. As soon as Liverpool put that front and they went bosh. There was no catching Liverpool, mate. And a brand new fucking manager. Apparently, who we're going to get to replace Arteta? Get that? Who was the Arne Slot? Like who'd heard of Arne Slot before he come to Liverpool? He come there and won the fucking league in his first season with one player who was injured most of the season, Chiesa. He had Klopp's team, had a decent team. He got them playing again. And I don't forget the season before, Klopp's last season, they weren't that great, Liverpool. They weren't playing great football. They've gone a bit stale. Klopp had the same players, and that's what you call a good fucking manager. Man manager. Arne Slot. That's what you call a good manager, mate. I'd see it as like a narcissist. His way or the our way. He's never wrong. Come on, guys. We do this, guys. And he's on the touchline and he's like micromanaging. No, go forward. Stay back. It's frustrating to watch sometimes, man. You feel like going down and shouting at him. Let's go back to the chat. Emery wasn't good enough. We know this. We know this. Arteta came in and won the FA Cup with his team. What does that tell me? It tells me that he just organised the team. I've done that. I didn't win the league or with kids' team, but they was losing 9-0 every week. Just organised them. Just got them playing where they're supposed to be, not all just being all like not knowing what they're doing. No organisation. Just got structure and organisation. And what league position did he finish in? 8th. What was the season after that? 8th. That's not good. I would have sacked him after season 2, 100%. 100%. He would have gone, bang. Finished 8th twice, mate. See you later. I mean.
Are you there?
You watch that? I'll subscribe and join another time. No worries. If I'm a lad, I can see. Listen, mate. I did put the I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come on and have a little fan cam thing. Not fan cam, what do they call it? Calling. Fan cams for after the games, isn't it? After the watch-alongs. If anyone wants to call in, the link's in the chat. So I don't know how to pin it on the computer. I can pin it on my phone, but not in the computer. Here we are. You don't subscribe to join a live show. You receive the link to the live show from the host, and you can decide to join or not. Everyone is allowed as long as you are respectful. Top or bottom. Laugh out loud. Respect, Lawrence. Moving on. Zach, I know how to join, bro. I'm just saying I've subscribed. So when there is another live, I can jump on then. Sweet, here we are again. Every Thursday, mate. I've been missing for the last couple of weeks, but generally every Thursday, come in the chat, man. If you want to join, I'll find me on Instagram. Find me on Instagram if you want. I can send you the link to there. You can come on for a show and have your say, have your debate. You can have murders with Lawrence if you want. I thought you already were subscribed on here. we'll go for it. And yes, if the host drops a link in the live chat, you can join in. Okay, they're talking to each other. We had to play him as a striker, Lee, and he did very well. He didn't do too bad. We should have bought a striker in January. What do you think of that? Do you think we should have bought Ollie Watkins in January? Could have been a different story. Could have been. Ollie Watkins wanted to come in January.
Well,
they held off because they was going to get the striker in the summer. They eventually got Gyökeres. Spent a lot of money. Right. Listen, Lawrence. Let's see if you agree with this. Here we are again. If he doesn't win anything this season, would you agree it's time for him to leave? Because even the biggest Arteta fans have got to admit, can't keep throwing money at the same manager with no end product. You know, this season they threw what they spent, was it 220 million, something like that they spent this summer. Take the spending over since he took over as manager to over $1 billion. And Static is the legend that is Static's on the show. Welcome to the show. Making your debut. How you doing?
I'm good, boys. I am so sorry for today. I've had severe technical problems. I've actually had to download the StreamYard app just to access. So the camera wasn't working. I could access everything. I just couldn't see my ugly face on camera. So it works perfectly now. So,
good.
First time I do it as well. So I'm actually quite impressed.
I thought you got a YouTube channel, haven't you?
Yeah, but technically I'm like Kenny Ken. I only do reactions on Instagram. I just don't. Yeah, okay. I don't have time to, because I've got to put in the commitment. I'm not as committed as you are, bro, Lee. When it comes to YouTube,
I'll try. I do try. I'm trying to build something. I want to just get people on here. Now we started off having a little bit of a ding dong with here we are again, and now I think it's calmed down a little bit.
But to answer your question, yeah, look, I think Lawrence may have seen one or two of my reactions, but yeah, I'm like Kenny Ken. I just do my reactions about Arsenal on Instagram. So, and here's the thing: I've got a lot of followers that are Arteta in. So trust me, I'm definitely sending the message across to them, and they're sending it to others. So someone's starting to wake up.
Quite smart, Static. He's been quite smart. He's tripped me up on a few things. He's tripped me up because I don't, I just do things. I just, what I call it, off the cuff. I'm not one of these guys that I speak from the heart with passion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of these guys that is always right about everything, like studies and researches and does this, does that, get all the facts in. I'll just spit as I go along. I'll wing it, basically.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you do things unscripted.
Yeah, unscripted. Sometimes all my videos are unscripted. They're winged like a live stream. All their videos. I hear something, I see something, I react to it, and that's what I do. Not one of these encyclopedic knowledge guys. You know what I mean? I do know my history. I've followed Arsenal since 88, 89 season. I was more into boxing and karate until Arsenal won the title. I was an Arsenal fan, but I wasn't really right into it. I wasn't right into football. I was more into it, And then, and my brother was a Liverpool fan, younger brother, like 18 months younger than me. And then it was that day at Anfield. It was on telly. It was on Friday night. It was on telly. 89, and when Michael Thomas scored the goal, the second goal, just went ballistic. My brother was crying. I was 13. He was about 11. And it was an amazing feeling, and ever since that day,
it was up there, Lee.
It's been Arsenal. Was you up there?
Yeah, I was up there. Well, I had the best weekend of my life.
Yeah,
I tell you,
it was an amazing feeling, Static. And you know what? Ever since then, I've boxing more. Boxing took the back seat, and then I was into Arsenal. So I've only got, from 88, 89 season really is where my knowledge. Further back than that, I haven't looked into anything too deep. I know when the club was built, was established, as I say, things like that. I know other sorts of things. I watch all the games. You know, I watch other leagues here and there, and that's what I'm saying. And this is what the point of this is, because when we was talking to here we are again in the chat. I said I've only seen Moreno play defensive midfield for Sociedad. The games I see, he looked to be. He didn't seem to be the furthest player. I didn't think he was a central midfielder. And for Spain, he was definitely playing a bit of he was the furthest man back, weren't he? And that was the point. I was just trying to justify why I got that wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And I was just saying, whilst you were talking about it, I literally just searched and it said that he pretty much started all of his, well, the majority of games he started exactly 199 times as a central midfielder. And as an attacking midfielder, it's about nine times as an attacking midfielder, and like around 20 times as a defensive midfielder. So you may have caught him a few times when he was playing as a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
But the majority of his career, he's been a central midfielder.
I definitely did, because he seemed deep to me. That, you know, he seemed, because like how Petit and Vieira used to play.
Yeah.
Like one sort of sits back.
Yeah.
And that sometimes they swap places. Sometimes one sits, one goes, one sits, one goes. Maybe it was that.
It was the same with Vieira and Gilberto Silva. One defending, one attacking. Yeah,
definitely. That's when Petit went on to Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah. Then he went back to Chelsea and then he retired, I think.
Not every player can be on Lampard's level. Even the best teams ever had squad players. Look at City; they play Kovacic. Yeah, Kovacic was brought to replace because of, was it Rodri? Did he buy? Was it before Rodri's injury? No, it was before Kovacic and all.
Before Rodri.
Yeah, before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kovacic, he was a dirty player, though. Here we are again. He was a dirty player.
We could use a dirty player.
Yeah, but remember, he who was it? He chopped. Was it Declan Rice? Should have got a second yellow card.
Saka.
Was it Saka?
Yeah, that was the FA Cup.
He should have got a second yellow card, and he what was his name? Michael Oliver didn't send him off for the second yellow card. And there's a few. He's a bit of a, in my opinion, there's something going on with Michael Oliver and Man City. Didn't
he get sent off though? Kovacic in the end?
I'm
sure he did. Kovacic got sent off.
He did.
No, or someone else.
Not Michael Oliver. Michael Oliver didn't. He should have sent him off. But there was another time when who was it? Was it Dooku? Studied McAllister for Liverpool in the chest. Should have got a second yellow card. Didn't get sent off. Michael Oliver, man. There's a few dodgy decisions for Man City. I don't know why I've got onto Man City. I can't remember. But there was a few dodgy. We've lost Lawrence.
Let you get through the comments.
Rivaldo,
you're way behind Lee.
Rivaldo. I was trying to figure
No. I literally typed it in a few minutes. Like I said, you're way behind in the comments, Lee. I literally just said, no, Rivaldo and Guardiola, they've never played together. What I was saying is, there's a few Brazilians, right? That you don't have to worry about my comments. What I said was, the only Brazilians that Guardiola's actually worked with were, you might remember that right back, Dani Alves.
Dani Alves, yeah, of course, yeah.
And Silvinho, ex-Arsenal player, you guys know him.
Yeah, the left back.
Yep, the left back. They're the only two Brazilians I know so far he had worked with during his first season when he won the treble. You know, the league, the Spanish FA Cup and the Champions League. Henry was in that team as well.
Yeah. There was another Brazilian striker, though. It wasn't Ronaldinho. There was another Brazilian striker. I can picture him, his face.
Romario
played for Barcelona, but not him.
Yeah. Rivaldo as well.
No, was it Rivaldo? Was it Denilson? Was it Denilson?
He was. If you think about Denilson, there's two Denilsons, right?
I think it's Rivaldo, you know. I think it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo.
You're thinking of Denilson, the winger, who used to play for Betis. He was very good. I liked him.
No, Barcelona.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. Let me get to my point.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking of there was a Denilson that did play for Barcelona, but he was a defender or midfielder. Yeah, he was a defender / defensive midfielder. You're thinking of him.
No. So I think the picture of the player.
I watch Barcelona, so I know my Spanish league football. So
yeah, I think the player I'm thinking of, the picture in my head, because you typed in what you put Rivaldo in the comments. I think I was thinking of him.
Yeah.
Rivaldo.
But those are the two Brazilian strikers you remember. Yeah, Rivaldo and Romario. They did play for Barcelona and Ronaldo as well, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just read.
Moving
So,
on.
so you would rather be in Man United's position, winning an FA Cup and a Carabao, and finish 8th or 9th than where we are now? I'd rather have a cup, bro. To be fair,
Gosh.
what have we won? What have we won?
Oh wait.
What trophy have we got in the cabinet?
Yeah, I mean, this guy wants respect from us, and he comes out with this crap. I don't believe it.
Easy lines. Yeah, I hear you.
There we go. He's going to go back last season. Last season we had to change, Lee. We had 27 injuries. Yeah, all right, we had 27, but I'll put that on the manager. Here we are again. I put that on the manager, overplaying. Bringing Saka back. Why did Saka come back and play in that Real Madrid game? Why? He was still injured. He had a grade 3 hamstring injury, yeah? Don't know if you know what that is. You might do. I'm not saying you don't, right? But that is your hamstring, the back of your leg, the muscle at the top of the back of your leg, your hamstring, was hanging off the bone. Mm-hmm. He needed the whole season out. He shouldn't have come back at the end of last season. And he's broke down in the second game this year.
You have to ask, why did he play him in a League Cup tie against Bolton at the start of last season?
Mm. You got a lot of background noise going on. Yes, we'll just keep talking. Can you?
Sorry, let me daughter need a charger.
Okay. Yeah,
it's quite loud in your house, isn't it, Lee?
Hey?
It's quite loud in your house.
No, not this one. The other house. This one's normally quiet. This is my little getaway flat.
Lee, I think Lawrence is about to say something. Go, Lawrence.
Yeah, I was just saying, Lee, I don't know if you heard it. I said you have to ask why Arteta played Saka in a third-round League Cup tie against Bolton at the start of last season.
It's another question, isn't it? It's another question. Well, I'm going to catch up with the chat because I'm well behind.
Just give my comments
in the chat, I don't think. Here we go. Say Guna Gargamel was a regular. Arteta is such a coward for playing it against Liverpool and the dumbest Arsenal manager I've ever seen in my life. I think here we are. We're going to disagree with you, Guna Gargamel. In my opinion, Ollie Watkins isn't good enough. Yoka is a lot better. Yeah, look, Yoka he's got a lot to prove, though, isn't he? We will win something this year. If we don't win something this year, will it be time for him to go? This is the question I asked you. Here we are again. Is Richie 99's in the chat as well? But I think we can win trophies, honestly.
That'd be nice. 2 trophies this season.
Well, I'd be happy with 1 trophy.
Yeah. Lee, big up. Lawrence, big up. Chat, big up. Predicted because the Arteta's obsessed. What? Arteta obsessed. Static, big up. Chat, big up. Because the Arteta obsessed fans are saying it's now. Saying it now is Eze is a left wing. He's not even a left winger. Eze's not even a left winger, mate. He's not. Yeah. He's a number 10, isn't he? He's played some games off the left, but he's more of a number 10, definitely. Thanks, Richie 99. Richie 99's got an Arsenal channel as well. If you want to go and have a look at his channel, sub it up. I don't know if you're not in the chat no more, right? You can't put his link in. Can you say it? You're a mod.
Ask AFC always. He might be able to do it.
I don't know.
I can't multitask
Uh,
because I've joined.
yeah. No, I didn't know whether he was on the phone or. You told me you had to get the app, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mourinho only played as a defensive midfielder when Subramani was injured.
Yeah. That was like
obviously he chopped Odegaard and Rice. I thought it was Rice. Yeah, he chopped Rice for the second yellow, weren't it? And he didn't get booked. He didn't get a second yellow. Kovacic got sent off in the final for Chelsea versus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's right. Riquelme, that wasn't Riquelme.
He's from Argentina.
Yeah, it wasn't Riquelme. It was definitely Rivaldo. It was Rivaldo. I could see it now.
Going back to what you said about Gyökeres, people have been slating him off, right? Because he hasn't. Yeah, and the fact is, he hasn't got any service in those 3 games. He's had no service whatsoever. He's feeding off scraps, and there are people having a pop at him because of that.
I mean, Lawrence, you only have to look at his first goal for Arsenal. He did that all by himself.
Yeah.
Just Calafiori just sent a long ball, and all Gyökeres did was run completely out of position on the left wing to cut inside, and he just created that goal all by himself. Yeah, it was a nice pass by Calafiori, but all the work was done by Gyökeres. He literally had to go chase the ball, keep it in, dribble, cut inside. Yeah, beat a few defenders and score. And well done to him. That was a fantastic goal.
It was.
But all that work, just...
Yeah, he shouldn't have come on.
I don't mind him doing it, but he can't do it every week because it's just, No,
absolutely.
It's not possible. Unfortunately.
And this was the argument I was saying, Static, was that all the creativity at Anfield was on the bench.
Yeah.
The four creative players was all on the bench.
I just want to go back to what you both said. Look, Eze can play as a left wing, but his natural position is an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's where you only have to look at his whole career. He's practically played as an attacking midfielder, even when Crystal Palace they won something because of him playing as an attacking midfielder. He scored. He scored in the final as well.
Okay, this is a question. This is a comment from Here We Are Again. In the 3 games he's played at Old Trafford and Anfield, those grounds are very hard places to supply a striker. Against Leeds, he didn't get a lot of supply. He made his own goal and he scored a penalty. He didn't get the supply there either. Odegaard the one through ball I remember was from Max Damon. The Leeds game. I remember.
Lee Lawrence, here's the thing. He only started to get a supply from the midfield was when we made those substitutes. Ethan came on, unfortunately for the injured Odegaard and obviously Max Dellman. That's when we started to see Gyökeres get more of the ball.
Yes. No,
not before.
No, absolutely. But you're talking about the Anfield game now, aren't you?
No, I'm talking about the game against Leeds.
The game against Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't get a lot of. He made the goal himself. He scored the penalty.
Yeah.
And he weren't getting no service really.
But what I'm saying is, when he had scored, he was still getting limited service. But when we made the substitutes, even though there were forced substitutes, he then started to receive more of the ball. Because and that's what happens when you put on your attacking players.
When there was no pressure and he didn't really need
it. Well, but also when you put on your attacking players, attacking midfielders, you give the ball to him, he will do something. Midfielders, wingers, it will happen.
Okay. To get the best out of Gyökeres, Arteta's got to change his system.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Yeah. He's got to play the counter attack. He's got to play faster. When we win the ball back, he's got to play faster. Instead of stopping, looking round, passing sideways, backwards. Odegaard's renowned for it. He stops, he puts his foot on the ball, actually. Seen him do it so many times and looks left. He generally goes over to the right, so he's looking left or back. Where to pass the ball. He's not always looking for that through ball, which Gyökeres can run onto. He's not doing that.
Yeah. We're too slow to attack. Like I said, we've got to attack. Go. Yeah.
To attack fast. It's got to be quick.
Yeah.
Can't have this slow build up. We can't have it like that. We're not gonna work the ball into the box, especially against low blocks. We're not gonna do that.
You're not gonna win many games playing triangles on the edge of the opponent's penalty area all the time. You've got to sling the ball in. You've got to sling the ball into the box, right? That's why Gyökeres is there. He's the fox in the box for us, and he's not going to do it if you're playing pretty triangles on either side of the box,
or trying to break it down from camping on the outside of the box, trying to break down, because when they're sitting deep, you ain't going to break it down like that. You ain't going to break it down. It's going to be difficult, and that's what I say. Everyone played against us, and then hit us on the counter and equalise. Don't forget 14 draws last season, 9 or 10 of them from winning positions, and that was all down to the manager.
Yeah.
As they can play left wing way better than any left winger we currently have.
Yeah, but it's not sustainable. Not for the whole season.
No, absolutely. He's not a natural left wing, is he?
No. He can play there, but it's not sustainable.
So well that he literally had just the keeper to beat. And the first shot he fluffed, but the second one, he beat 3 players. Is a form of supply. Pressing and winning the ball high is a form of supply. We have been playing faster. I don't know what game you was watching last time. Then don't see. We done that to Leeds because it was Leeds. We could have pinned them back like what Newcastle did. Did you watch the Newcastle game at St James's Park against Liverpool? Anthony Gordon got sent off. Right, just before half time, and then they was 2-0 down Newcastle as well. They come back 2-2, and then Liverpool nick it right at the end with the. They finally used the man over, the extra man. They finally use him because what's his name? Is it Slobosly?
Yep.
He was so dummies it, lets it go through his legs, and the man over's there, and the kid, 16-year-old kid, scores a goal. Everyone was going mental about it.
That was actually.
He's better than Wanyeri, all that shit.
That was Salah's assist, which is Slobosly. He used the dummy, and then the young teenager scored it. Yeah.
Arteta is a fraud. Watch the next 3 games.
He's on fraud watch for the next 3 games.
Yeah. The best football was 22-23 season. Now it's 22-23 season. Two seasons. Not last one.
Always.
I tell you what.
Become close.
Arteta is already in a hole. We're 3 points behind Liverpool that we've got to make up, right? Okay, the Champions League starts on Tuesday, right? If we fuck it up in there, right, he'll be gone by November.
I reckon he's gone by Christmas.
I hope so, Lawrence. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be October, but I can't see it happening in October. But as I said, we've got Forest this weekend. We've got Man City next weekend, and then we've got Newcastle. I mean, if we drop further behind Liverpool and we're struggling in the Champions League, then he's got to go.
Yeah.
No ifs, buts, or maybes. I can't go through another season of watching the same shit again like we've done the last couple of years. There's no excuses now. He's got the team he wanted, right? He's got all the tools. He's got to use them in the right way.
Okay, I agree absolutely. He's got the squad. He's got the depth. There's no excuses now. There is absolutely no excuses. That's why. Yeah, here we go. That's what they said about Ben White.
Who said that?
That's what they are. They could be anybody. It's probably talking about
probably plastic deluded AKB ostriches.
Playing Ben White at right back was not sustainable, but now he's one of the best right backs in the league.
You mean when he was a centre back? He was terrible as a centre back, but because of injuries and Arteta had no option but to play him as a right back, it's worked out for him. And listen, credit to Arteta in a way, and White himself. I mean, it was down to the player that took responsibility, and he did very well. He's done very well as a right back. I do like Ben White as a right back, just not as a centre back.
Yeah, but not everybody was saying that. Here we are again. It's not. I
never criticised him when he played right back. I thought when his first game he impressed me. I was like, oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. And he can play there, and obviously he's now been consistent in playing right back. And credit to Ben White. So
but who's they? He says,
I agree. But to answer your question, here we are again. Who's they? Who are you talking about?
What about the
Please
toast?
be more specific.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
He's saying 23-24. We was better than the 22-23.
Probably
the 22-23 seasons when they went to Dubai, wasn't it? When they come back from Dubai, that fucking brilliant run.
Oh yeah.
That was 22-23, weren't it?
And they went back the following year
as well.
and did the complete opposite.
Yeah, they did. It didn't have the same effect, did it? The second year.
Facts, Rory. I like this Rory guy. He's speaking my mind.
Rory vibes. Pick up Rory in the chat. Arteta will be sacked. Hopefully, Rory.
I hope.
We have to be careful at Port Vale.
Yeah, you can see a banana skin there, can't you,
mate?
I mean, if we lose there, that'll be it. There'll be no way out for Arteta if we lose to them.
No, mate. No, I don't think we lose to Port Vale. Please, I don't think we can do that. I'll be devastated. I'll go to the Emirates Stadium myself. I'll be screaming. I'll be hunting him down. We go out the FA Cup to Port Vale. Seriously. Waffle Don in the building. How you doing, Waffle Don?
Waffle Don, legend.
Big up yourself. Go and check his channel out if anybody wants to have a look. There's another Arsenal fan, got Arsenal content on there.
I remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember about 40 years ago when Arsenal got knocked out of the League Cup at Highbury by Walsall, and that sparked the end of Terry Neal's reign because all the Arsenal fans marched out of the ground, stood.
Oh,
Norris is frozen.
He keeps losing. No, he's in hospital. He's got some, and he keeps losing his. He's in Los Angeles as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He keeps losing his reception. Let's catch up with the chat quickly then.
I'll let you answer that question, Lee.
Sorry?
This question from Here We Are Again.
I've got it.
What do you go? Can you see the comment?
I'm just trying. I'm reading it. I've just seen it now. Yeah. So, what do you guys predict for the next 3 games? Because I'd love to come back next week and let's see who's right. All right. So we've got Forest, and we've got. Is it? Who we got in the Champions League first? I can't remember.
I don't even know, to be honest.
And then I think it's Tottenham after that, isn't it?
I have no idea. I haven't even seen the pictures. I don't look too far ahead. I always look at the next game. You can check online.
Sorry, go on.
You can check online, Lee. You may as well check. What?
Arsenal next 3 games. All right, let's have a look. Arsenal's next 3 games. Not 3 dozen for nothing. Let's say it like that.
If in doubt, just go to the Arsenal website. I always do.
Yeah, let's brought it up. It's got Forest.
Mm.
And then it's Athletic Club.
Atletico Madrid.
No, Athletic. Oh, right. So, hang on. No, it's City. So, we've got Forest Saturday. Then we've got Atleti.
Yes, it's Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. Is it Atletico Madrid or Atletico Bilbao?
You think it right? Let me to everyone live chat. Let me clarify this, and to you, Lee. Now you've got 2 Spanish teams, right? Both of their names of the football clubs are very similar, and everyone gets this confused. So you got Athletic Bilbao. And you got Athletic, so Atletico Madrid.
Because they say on the thing Athletic Club or Athletic
Yeah,
Club.
I know. Bro, Lee, the amount of people that say Atletico, I'm like, who is Atletico? You got Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, Bilbao. Yeah, exactly. That.
So
Yeah,
everyone
no,
no one's perfect. I know we all get it wrong. I mean, I admit when I was much younger, I got it wrong too. I blame the commentators for
they always say, don't
for
they?
doing
Yeah,
that to me.
well, anyway. So then
No
we've
one's
got
perfect.
Forest.
I get it. It's fine.
We're over the Forest. We're away to Athletic.
I educate myself. That's how I know.
Then we're home to Man City. Then we're
So,
home to Man City.
so Forest, Atleti, and Manchester City. Oh.
That's at the Emirates, though. The City game. I think they're beatable, City. But I don't like the way this manager plays, man. I don't, the way he played at Anfield. If he plays like that, we're going to be fucked. He's going to want to play. He's going to want to be tight. He's going to want to be contained because he's going to worry about Ireland and Reinders and all the others.
I honestly just don't know what's going to happen because you don't know what's going to happen with Arteta, Lee. It's just, will he play attacking? Is he finally going to wake up and play attacking football for the next 3 games?
We'll see Saturday, won't we? Saturday morning.
No, well, I mean, look, we'll start with the first game this Saturday. Is he going to change his ways or is he going to play the same way? Personally, I think he'll play the same way.
Yeah, I do as well. I think
he's too stubborn.
I think we nicked that game 1-0 because it's Nottingham Forest with new manager. Depends how Postecoglou plays and all. We could play if he plays like the way he did with Spurs. It could be like a 4-2 or 4-3 or 5-4 or something.
A lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons as to how we could win. Well, if we can win this weekend, I just don't know. So, plus they lost. They lost. Plus, here's the thing, Lee. They lost their last game 3-0 at home to West Ham. So they're listen. The way I see it is Nottingham Forest. They're a wounded animal right now. So they will be looking to salvage or restore some pride for themselves after that humiliation. And then, of course, losing Nuno, their coach. And now Ange has come in. So, who knows? But,
yeah.
It's hard to say. We should win. I hope we but
yeah, we should do. But I've got
I'm not confident. I'm not confident, Lee.
No, I might, to be fair. And I think it'll be...
Ultimately, I want Arsenal to... my response is... what I want to say is I demand a response from Arsenal. I demand them to respond this weekend. I demand them to bounce back after losing to Liverpool. So, we'll see.
Okay, here's an answer to... Was it you or Lawrence? Lawrence is there.
Probably me. Oh, yeah. It was because of injuries.
Really? Question mark. Arteta played Ben White at right back because of injuries. Who was injured when Ben White moved?
Tomiyasu.
I mean, come on. You should know this. Here we are again. Tomiyasu was always injured. That's why White played right back. Come on. Respectfully.
Yeah. I honestly think this bloke is just is a wind-up merchant. I don't think he's an Arsenal fan.
He's a huge Arsenal fan, he said. 23-24 is when we went to Dubai.
And the season before that.
Big up
22-23 as well.
From AFC always. Rory vibes. I've never had so many people message in the comment section on the live before.
Lee, as you read the comments, everyone, please make sure you do like and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel.
Thank you. Last time we played Port Vale away, it went to a penalty shoot.
Wow.
When was that away?
That was the year we beat Newcastle in the cup final.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah. So we've got James Lau. How you doing, James? I ain't seen you for a while again. James Lau was one of the original. I mean, I've had the channel 3 years. It's not grown that much in 3 years, but he's one of the original people to come on when I started live streaming about 2 years ago, I think it was. And he's always been here, there, and about. He's helped me out a couple of times. He told me about Chat GBT, try and get better SEO for my titles and that. Yeah, he tells me little tricks here and there, man. How you doing, James? Hope you're well, bro. No, Atletico Madrid, Athletic Club, full
Yeah, I do.
La Liga.
Yeah.
That was me.
First of all,
Yeah.
here we are again. I do actually watch La Liga. Thank you very much. And yeah, Athletic Club Bilbao. That's the full name of the football club.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, look, here we go.
What's he trying to prove here? Here we go. Here we are. Whatever his name is.
He's having a pop at us again. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right. That's all you like, mate. Because I think
Expect you
it's,
AFC always. Yeah, I agree. We're going to struggle away against them.
yeah, we are.
We're going to struggle against Bayern Munich as well, Inter Milan. It's not. We're not going to finish third like we did last year in the league stage. I think we'll probably finish like midway down the table.
Oh, yeah. Arteta versus Simeone. Who is the battle of the defensive teams, apparently.
Here we go. We are playing City at home. We beat City 5-1 last season. And was that under a different manager?
No one said it wasn't.
But that was last season.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
It's starting to stress me out. It's starting to stress me out.
Yeah,
because
he's just winding us up, mate.
No, it's just you're told to your opinions, but mate, rose tinted glasses, mate. The football playing a completely different way. We smashed the shit out of Man City. It was an amazing game to watch. We're not going to do that again.
And they were terrible as well. Man City were terrible as well. Really bad.
Yeah.
They don't look
really
great
bad.
They started the first game. Was it against Wolves?
Yeah.
The first Ireland's got 2 goals, wasn't it? I think what was the score? Something 4-0 or something.
4-0. Then they lost to Tottenham 2-0.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Brighton 2-1.
Yeah. So they're maybe they're there for the taking. They're coming to the Emirates, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are. But you got to think. You've got to remember how Arteta's playing football this season. You've got to see how he's playing. Is it? Look, it's early days. 3 games in. We'll see on Saturday. We can make a better decision on Saturday, depending on how he plays against them.
They've just signed Donnarumma, haven't they?
Man City,
yeah.
Oh, well, they did Arsenal.
And they've got United, didn't they?
Yeah, they've got United this weekend.
So
that should be interesting.
There are better league managers, technical managers than Arteta. Fact.
Yeah, facts, Rory. Facts. That's facts.
Big Edge will not play the eye line against us. If anything, he'll play the low block and hit us on the counter attack.
Wouldn't surprise me if that happened.
He might just keep saying what Forest are used to until he can just get his own. It's his first game. He might just say, "Well, just play what you used to, and we'll incorporate it. We'll incorporate it slowly." You know what I mean? Oh my God, he's arguing with you. Look, Tommy Arsenal wasn't injured when Ben Wright moved to right back. I think he was.
Hey, we'll agree to disagree. Moving on.
I think that probably saved Ben White's career at Arsenal. Tommy White.
Well, it has. Him playing right back definitely saved his career, that's for sure.
Tommy Arsenal he did play a couple of games at left back. I remember when he went over to left back and he pocketed Salah against Liverpool. Because he was on his other foot. Tommy Arsenal was right footed. Salah was Salah's left footed. So he's coming in off the right on his left foot, and Tommy Arsenal was inside fullback, basically, just tracking Salah for the whole game, kept him in his pocket. You keeps cutting that. Hang on. You didn't answer the question about predictions.
You're asking everyone. Here we are again. Come on.
Right.
Ask Lawrence.
I'm saying we're
my prediction. Well, here's the thing. Let me say this. Here we are again. I'm not giving you my prediction because I can't give you an answer because I don't like to look too far ahead after 3 games. I always look at 1 game at a time. That's just me. So if I can only give you an answer for this weekend, my prediction. I think Arsenal will win, but it will be a close game, like by 1 goal or something. That's the best I can do. As for the other two games, sorry, I'm not going to look too far ahead, respectfully. That's just me. Everyone's different, but that's just me.
Yeah.
What are you saying? What's this geezer saying here? What?
He's talking about your boxing post.
That's a boxing print, mate, of a painting of my granddad, Southern Area welterweight champion, 1956, mate.
Respect to your.
Don't take the fucking piss. Jimmy Savile's back. You can fuck off. How do I get rid of him?
Ooh.
How do I get rid of this clown?
AFC Auries, are you there? Get rid of him.
Ban user and delete his comments. Fucking dope. Fucking calling me. He said Jimmy Savile's calling me like a. Anyway.
Come on, keep it respectful, live chat.
There's always one, isn't there?
James Lau. It's only September, boys. Long way to go. Victor 14 is gonna. Yes, please, God, he's got to give him time. Henri took time to get motoring. Bergkamp took time to get motoring. You know, two of our greatest ever players there. They took time. I mean, don't give him as much time as Shamak. You know, I mean, Van Persie only had one great season. He was decent, but he only had one great season. The season before he went to United.
So did Adebayo. Remember Adebayo? He only scored 30 goals for us one season. And then he jumped ship and joined Man City.
Yeah, say that again.
Adebayo,
yeah. What about when he won the link for the pitch when he scored against Arsenal?
Yeah, he celebrated in front of the Arsenal fans, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember Arsenal fans. A few Arsenal fans threw chairs at him.
Yeah.
The way they reacted.
Like you said, we played terrible last season. Then you said you're scared of the City's game this season. So can we beat them 5-1? We did play terrible. We was. What are you talking about me? I'm saying we played terrible this season. We had some bad games last season. We had some terrible games last season as well because we was winning games and we tried to lock it down for whatever reason and we wound up drawing or losing. We drew 14 games last season. Here we are again. 14 games and I think it was 9 or 10 of them were from winning positions. I think we lost. Was it? How many games did we lose?
4, at least 4. 3 or 4.
We
drew like 14.
All we had to do is you know win half of them games. That win half of them 14. We was already after them 9 we was already winning. That we come back to a draw. So say 4 of them games instead of drawing we won. We win the league. We lost the league by 10 points. Yeah,
there were a few memorable wins. I'm not going to deny that. I mean, obviously
the one against City was a memorable win, but a lot of we was like hot and cold as well.
It doesn't hide the fact that last season, Lee. I was just sorry, Lee. Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say, look, there were a few memorable wins. The wins against Man City, Real Madrid, home and away, and obviously PSV home away. Obviously in Europe, but overall, the season was very bad. It was very poor.
I mean, Bournemouth beating us home and away last season. Newcastle beating us 3 times last season. We was lucky to snatch a little bit of credibility back when we beat them 1-0 at the end of last season in the league. But they beat us in the cup home and away, and they beat us at St James's Park in the Premier League. I don't know. Some people got rose-tinted glasses on, man, and we don't need to disagree. I can prove the Tommy Arsu point.
Go for it. I don't care. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not perfect.
Stack's a funny guy. He agrees Arteta's not better. What? Not better than League One managers.
I never even said in there. Don't put words in my mouth. Here we are again. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said that. I never said he was better than League One. I didn't even not once did I mention about League One managers.
I don't remember anything about League One either.
Never once mentioned it. What are you talking about?
Static, I would.
I think this bloke is
So you
ego
make
in
him a mod.
disguise.
Always. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I think this bloke is ego in disguise because
My mistake, AC
his
always.
posts are very similar to what ego would say.
You think he's a gal?
Yeah.
I don't know how to. AFC always. I will.
Here we are again. Reveal yourself. Are you a gal? Lawrence is asking.
Are
Respect.
you ego in disguise? Are you ego in disguise? Are you ego? Are you?
The time comes and it's our next game. Thank you, James. Arsenal will absolutely hammer Forest. I hope you come back on here next week when we've already beaten 1-0 and you with cupping out.
Here,
That'd be nice.
Here,
I'd love Arsenal to thrash Forest. We'll see.
Here we are again. Can you leave me your phone number? Because I know a bloke who wants to sell Tower Bridge to you.
I think only Everton last season had more draws than us. Embarrassing. Yeah. It was. 14 draws, mate. We did draw 12 times in the Invincible season. But, I mean, we didn't lose a game. And we won the 126. So we only won 20 games then last season, mate, basically. We won 20 games last season. The reason why we played great football 22-23, the coach Steve Rand. Steve Rand. Didn't he go to England? Did Steve Rand go to England?
I think he went to England before he came to us, didn't he?
Okay. You educated me there, mate. Some sent superheat about League One. Some sent a superheat. What? About
Super
League
chat.
One managers being tactically better than
Super chat.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that
you gotta be more specific? You know, if I said on another channel, okay, but you know, this was probably a while ago. I hear what you're saying, but that was on another channel. It wasn't on Lee's channel, not on here.
Have you noticed that all these guys text? It's always someone said this, they said that. There's no one's mentioned by name. It's always someone else. Somebody said this. This guy said that. He said this. He said that.
And this person that said this, I'm sure like there was like at least 12 other people that said the same as me, but a lot worse. So yeah, moving on.
Don't know.
Steve Brown was doing the tactics, wasn't
he? Steve Brown was doing the tactics. Invincibles, yeah, we know that. Yeah, Invincibles. On this channel. I don't know. Chris Wood.
When was last time? 5 minutes ago. No. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. Lee, have you received a super chat today?
No super chat. No. I don't even monetize. Okay, then. I'm not monetized, so I don't receive super chats.
Yeah.
You can see it.
No.
No. They weren't on this channel.
On this channel?
Have you seen him before?
What are you talking about?
Again. Static.
I've never seen this person before in my entire life. We would debate on other channels, that's for sure.
Rory Clive said it. There are better leagues.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, well, you said
I said what? No, I didn't say it. Yeah, Rory. Oh yeah. Yeah. You didn't realize I was being sarcastic. Here we are again. Moving on. I said I agree sarcastically.
All right, let's move on from this then. Let's just go and see.
Can we just talk about football, please? Moving on.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I thought we were talking about the Forest game, and then we're just getting sidetracked.
Let's talk about the Forest game. What do you think? So we've basically said what we think. It's going to be a tight game, 1-0. I did do.
Well, I didn't say 1-0, but you did.
Yeah, I reckon 1-0. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a 1-0. I was going to do like a lineup
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I've already picked it. I've got about 10 minutes left. I've already picked my team, but I just want to see what you think and if you change anything. But while I do this, I don't know how to do it where I can see the chat at the same time. So if you one of you two could keep your eye on the chat for me and let me know what they're saying in the chat, I'll share the tab. Is that it?
Yeah.
Share screen. Right. So this is the team I've picked, and how I would set up as well. So I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation. Can you see what I've done? Is it clear on your screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I've gone for David Raya in goal, obviously.
Hello.
Then Julian Timber at right back. Mosquera in for Saliba. Gabriel next to him. Calafiori, I've gone with him for left back because he only played one game, didn't he, in the international break, and he's done all right. He's done decent for us the last couple of games there. He's not been too bad, I don't think. In the midfield, Zubimendi and Rice. I've got Madawaki in for Saka on the right. I've got Eze in the 10 because I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him on the left wing. I think I want to try him in the 10 at least to start. Have Trossard over on the left with Gyökeres up front. Maybe Odegaard could come on, and then you can move Eze over to the left to see what happens there. But bring on Odegaard for Trossard and move Eze over and Odegaard there. But this is what I was thinking. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll let Lawrence go, but I just want to say, Lee, you might need to remove the comments so we can see what Lawrence's face.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't have to apologise, Lawrence. I'll just say Lee needs to remove the comment.
Oh, sorry.
I can't see you.
Okay.
Right.
Well, my 11 is almost the same as Lee's. It's Raya in goal, Timber right back, Mosquera and Gabriel in the middle of the defence, Calafiori left back, Zubimendi and Rice in defensive midfield, Odegaard making up the three, and the front three are Saka, Gyökeres and Eze.
Saka's injured.
Oh, he's injured, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise. All right, Madueke.
Yeah. So you're basically doing what I've done, but instead of Trossard, you've got Odegaard and you've got Eze on the left.
Yeah.
How about you, Static?
Well, if you want me to go with Arteta's team or my team?
Your team.
My team. Well, well, it'll be the same. So Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Rice. Madueke on the right wing. Eze. I pretty much agree with you, Lee. It's the same lineup as you, because that's a very good lineup. So
Yeah,
I can't really disagree with that.
And then bring Odegaard on. I want to see Eze in the 10. I don't want to see. I know Odegaard done decent on international duty, but I'm thinking.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm thinking. Just try Eze in that number 10. Just see what you can do in the 10, and then maybe 60th minute or something, bring Odegaard on, move Eze over to the left, take Trossard off, and then see how they link up. Because a lot of people have been saying how well Madueke and Eze was linking up very well together for England. But you don't want to leave Eze over on the other side and Madueke there. And how are they going to link up? Because you've got a player in the middle. which is going to be Odegaard. Let's have it right. Odegaard's going to start. He's going to be in that 3-man midfield there, isn't he? So he's going to be in the middle. So it's going to be Madueke and Odegaard, and Eze's going to be, over on the left-hand side. That's what it looks like. This is what I'm hearing from other apparent top gooners. So, but that's where I will go. Trossard is a decent enough player. It's creative. He can run with the ball. I'm thinking we're at home. It's against Forest. All right. Let's try that. Let's just sit Odegaard down. And then, let's see how Eddie does in that 10 before he has to go over to the left-hand side. Let's rotate. Let's try something different. You could even put in that midfield. You could even rotate that midfield out a little bit. You can maybe rest Rice and put Marino there. Maybe. Let Marino be the box-to-box instead of Rice. And let Mendy sit and sweep up in the 6. So, there's a few things you can do. We've got the squad now. We've got that Hincapié. He can come on at left back, or we can play. Give Gabriel a rest and put Calafiori in centre half next to Mosquera and put that Hincapié, the left back, swap Calafiori and Hincapié around. There's multiple things you can do. So let's see what here we go. Here we are with his quick lineup. We're in goal, obviously. He's saying Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Calafiori. It's basically the same. Midfield, Rice, Odegaard. So he's put Odegaard in the midfield. So it's basically the same, but he's used Odegaard instead of Trossard and pushed Eze over to the left. So I think, again, a lot of people are saying the same thing. Here we are again. A lot of people are saying the same thing, man. But I would do it differently. I mean, for me, Odegaard, he's played all right for Norway, but he's not been at it. He's not been at it for about 2 years for me. He really ain't. My starting 11.
Well, according to this fan base, because he's had his haircut, he's going to be a different player. He's going to actually perform now.
Oh, I see that on Twitter. I see that.
Yeah, that is just. I can't put it into words. Somebody actually put that on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Let's have a look at AFC Always. Raya, Timber, Calafiori, Gabriel Mosquera, the same. Zubimendi. So he's gone for Zubimendi and Rice in the midfield with Eze, Wanyeri. Is Wanyeri? I'm assuming you're playing Wanyeri on the right and Madueke on the left with Gyökeres through the middle. I'm assuming that AFC Always. Arteta will start the fake Brazilian on the left. Martinelli. Midfield, Rice, Mendy, Noni, Eze, Ethan, Wanyeri, yeah. And we've got Comp 285. That would be interesting. A good 11. The 11 up on the screen. Yeah, this is how I would go. That's how I would go. And don't forget you got Wanyeri on the bench. Odegaard's on the bench. Some more creativity there for Gyökeres if it ain't working. No, can swap things. Martinelli can swap things around. Striker, Glock 14. I don't know. I've lost static.
No, I'm still here. I'm just in the background.
Oh, Arteta's front three will be 28 and the fake Brazilian 14. The fake Brazilian? What do you mean the fake Brazilian? He's Swedish, isn't he?
Martinelli, the fake Brazilian.
Brazilian 14. Oh, the fake Brazilian. I'll get you what you're saying there. Real McCoy, sorry. The fake Brazilian Martin. Eze, not a left wing. Yeah, we're all saying he's not a left winger. But we've got a guy in the chat. How can I forget his name properly? He's put so many comments in. Here we are.
Yeah, I was I was just responding to a
He
comment.
seems to think that he can play. He probably can play there. We know he can play there, but he'll be way better than Martinelli or Trossard or even Madueke. Way better than any left winger we've got, even though he's a number 10. I was definitely being sarcastic in my own response about League One managers. Yeah. I'll tell. Yeah, 100%. 10 likes. 10 likes. and subscribe. You like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys. Arsenal better win this week. Yeah, they better win, man. They better win.
Yeah, I mean better, not betting.
Yeah. Arteta see as a back player. Right? What do you think he sees him as a backup? God, no, I mean they were saying that about Madueke. I think Madueke's going to surprise a few people this season. I was against it. I was dead against it, especially giving Chelsea 50 million.
I'm still
dead against it. We can. Chelsea are in a bit of trouble as well. That's some news, but he is starting to get a little bit late now.
I mean,
do you think Hincapié will get a game on Saturday?
I think they'll play him against Port Vale. I think he'll get his debut against Port Vale. I don't think he'll play tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Saturday, or in the Champions League, or against City. I don't think so. I think he's going to save him for that. I think we're going to see Max Damon, Hincapié, Wanyeri, probably Lewis Skelly back in the team against and players like that against Moreno, against Port Vale. I reckon. I reckon we're going to see, because then hopefully we do see that. So he's got to learn how to rotate this squad properly. And he's never done it properly. All right, he didn't trust the bench. That was an excuse. He didn't trust the bench the last couple of seasons. But he's got no excuse this year. I think we've got a very, very strong squad. And if managed correctly, we should be fighting for the title. We should be getting to the latter stages of the Champions League, at least semi-final, and the cups. I think we should be going for the cups as well. I think we should be going for all 4 trophies. I think we've got the team to do it, but we just haven't got the manager. We haven't got the manager with the right mentality of rotating the squad and trying to keep everybody fit. You haven't got to fucking flog them like dead horses. Like Declan Rice he's going to break down soon. He's going to break down.
Yeah.
I think, I'm very concerned about Saka. I'm worried. Don't forget, back in the day, Michael Owen, what a player, what a striker. Gets his grade 3, and then, he wins a Ballon d'Or. Gets a grade 3 hamstring injury, and that was his career, mate. He was never the same player, and retired too young, didn't he? He played for Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? That's how good he was. So, I'm concerned about. I'm very worried. And when I see it yesterday or the day before, when I see him, it was all over Twitter. He's back, like the headlines was, like what you were saying about what the stupid fucking people put on Twitter. It said he's back. There was a picture of him in training, and I was thinking, oh my god, I had to do a reaction to it. I thought, what are they doing? What the fuck? Why is he in training? I know it's not as bad, the other hamstring, but it's because the muscles are compensating for the. He's back too early, and he's not. He's obviously whatever side. I can't remember what side he's done the major injury. He's not using that leg properly, and that's why the other leg. This is what I think anyway. It's compensating, and he's overusing one side, and that's why he broke down. And I'm just pleased it was. If it would have been the same hamstring, his career would have been over. His career from a grade 3 and then injuring the same hamstring again, that would have been the end of his career. I reckon. They're keeping blue on adverts. You know, is it an ACL? What is it? What is it? His knee. They've done a little operation, but they're not saying how long he's going to be out for. Saliba, ankle. How long is he going to be out for? It's coming out 4 or 5 weeks now.
Mm.
And this is a good manager. Got no duty of care to his players. He's flogging them like dead horses. He's letting them come back too early from injury. Got to say, I done the video. I said Saliba's probably gone. I want to play, but I want to play. The manager's got to go. I don't give a fuck if you want to play. You're not playing. We've got to look after you. You've done something in the warm up. You've turned your ankle. Can't play.
Mm.
Why was Mosquera ready? He didn't even have to warm up. He was ready. He didn't have to take the tracksuit off or anything. He was waiting there. 2 minutes into the game, down he goes, Saliba. That's on the manager. I don't care what anyone in the chat says. That's on the manager, mate.
Mm.
You have 6 years of Arteta. You should know him by now. Absolutely. He's a tyrant. He's a tyrant, mate. Thinks he's better than everybody else. Makes me sick.
Yeah.
Arteta will only make one change from the Liverpool game, and that is number 8 for Moreno. So he's got to make one. Yeah, could make one change. But put Odegaard on for Moreno. Could be. Saka should never have come back from that grade 3 hamstring till late. I don't think he should have come back last season at all. At the end of last season. Oh, you're saying this year? Oh, okay.
His injury he got at the end towards the end of last season. Should come back until September.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, mate. I agree. I didn't want to see him at the end of last season. I didn't want to see him coming on as a sub for 15 minutes against Bolton in the cup. What was the point? What was the fucking point of bringing him on for 15 minutes against Bolton last? I don't know. I don't get it. It's just about rushing. Probably what they're rushing back for the Real Madrid game, didn't they? And all right, he scored in that game, all right. But what's he done since? You know, well, he ain't done much since, has he? I can't think that he has anyway. Mate, he was in tears when he had that. He thought he was fucked. He was sitting on the pitch. He was going like that. Like he thought he'd done it. I mean, he thought he'd done the same thing to his other leg. Do you know that? I'll tell us. It should be a welfare officer somewhere. I was a welfare officer at my club where I trained the kids, mate. I was the coach. I was assistant manager, coach, welfare officer. Arteta will definitely rush back Saliba and Saka for the Man City game. We better not. We don't need to. We don't need to. If they're not 100% ready, then you can't. Then just don't. Just I don't care I care more about the players than fucking winning that game. If we lose the game, fuck it. We lose the game. We don't want these players' careers to be over. Because that one fucking bad thing, one bad rupture, and their careers are over. You've got to think about, they're young boys, mate. Saliba's his early 20s, isn't he? 23, 4, whatever. Saka's, he's not much younger. You've got to be. There's a duty of care, and it sickens me. This manager sickens me to my fucking. Oh, I can't think of the word.
Well, I've always said
makes
this
your blood
about
boil.
him.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
I've always said this about him. He's the cancer that's killing this club.
Mm.
And I'm sorry if it offends people, but that's what he is. He's a disease.
Yeah.
It definitely. Yeah. He flogs these players. He don't say he cares about. He doesn't care about the fucking players. He cares about himself, his own reputation, and that's it. And that is it. I don't even think he cares about winning trophies for the club. He just wants to wants to wear the drip and be the best looking Spaniard, and be like, guys, come on, guys, tactical genius. Tactical genius. Oh, listen, let's put pickpockets in the dinner hall. Let's play You Never Walk Alone, like speakers out on the training pitch before we go to Anfield. What was the other thing he done? He done some other stupid shit.
Light bulbs, guys, light bulbs.
Light bulbs. Ah,
He was shit when he played for us.
Yeah,
I can only.
Greatest.
He wasn't. I mean, all I remember when he played for us was him missing a penalty that could have won us the game against Fulham in the last minute. He got sent off against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, and the rest of the fucking time he was in the treatment room recovering from injuries.
He should fucking know better then, shouldn't he? Because he was an injury-prone player. He should fucking know much better. He should know from experience. Wenger never fucking flogged him. When he was, I think he was a captain for a couple of games, weren't
he? Yeah.
And Wenger never flogged. But when he was injured, he was that was it, gone.
I think it might have been the cup final against Aston Villa. He didn't even play, yet he went up to pick up the FA Cup. He wasn't even in the team. Yeah, yet he went up to pick up the FA Cup.
Yeah, they were allowed to go up there and get their medal, wouldn't they, if they played a certain amount of games in the previous round. Yeah, but that tells you the kind of player he is. Like you don't go up there with a team. You wait till they have the photos done on the pitch or whatever, wouldn't you?
I mean, he was also a dirty bastard when he played for Everton. I was watching on YouTube. You know, when he played for Everton, he poked a Blackburn player, Gams Pedersen, who played for Blackburn.
Yeah.
He got into his face, right? He poked him in the eye right in front of the referee. That tells you everything about him.
Yeah, I really, really don't like him. Really, listen, I don't care how you feel about someone personally, right? If they can do their job properly, then you'd swallow it. But he can't even do his. In my opinion, he's not doing his job properly either, and he's a prick. He's a complete C word. Seriously. Let's just wrap up, boys. Yeah, let's just read the last of these comments, and then we're going to say goodnight. I've been going a little while now. Arteta blames everyone else except for himself. Narcissistic. Yep. He's a narcissist. Arteta will not get the sack until AFTV is Arteta out. You might have a point. Real boy. Honestly. Arteta doesn't give a shit. He will ruin certain Arsenal players' World Cup dreams. You've said that earlier on, AFC always. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You've got to think about it. Yeah, we've got the World Cup, haven't we? We've got the World Cup in the summer. Coming, next year. And AFTV is the cancer that is killing this club.
Well, it's them and Arteta.
Yeah, well,
both the cancers are Arsenal.
So Arteta. Well, listen, boys, Static, making your debut on my channel. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for allowing me to come. I'm sorry for the horrible technical problems I've had.
No, you're welcome anytime, man. Anytime. Just every Thursday. It's generally every Thursday. Sometimes something comes up and I can't do it, but I generally do this show. The Red Report is called. It's every Thursday. Normally my brother's here. Anthony Herbert's sometimes here as well. But this is and Lawrence. Lawrence has been away for about 6 or 7 weeks, but you've done a few shows before, haven't you? So we're gonna say goodnight. I will be back hopefully next week. I might even be doing something after this show on Shane Gooner. I might be going on his Bruised Banana show next week. So anyone knows Shane Gooner, great content creator. Every morning, 10:30. The Irish Breakfast, I think it's called, isn't it? Is it the Irish? Yeah, the Irish Breakfast. What a channel!
Full Irish Breakfast.
Yeah, what a channel he's got. It's brilliant, isn't it? You told me to go and watch him, didn't you, Static?
Yeah, I did.
You told me to go. I watch it. I'm like if I'm like got time, every chance I'll get if he's live, I'll go and watch him. He's funny, man.
I did. Yeah. By the way, he's actually live now, so if you want to redirect to him, go for it.
I don't know how to redirect. How do I redirect? Is there a button I press to redirect?
I think you
No.
just tell the people in the chat to
Yeah.
say Shane Raid
Oh,
or something.
so
Raid.
Shane Gooner.
Shane
Go
Gooner
and
Raid.
see anyone in the chat. Real McCoy, AFC Always. AFC Always, I think I think I've seen you in there. Shane Gooner. Go and have a look at his channel. He's live now. Go over there. Go and watch him. He's a blinder. It's probably called the Bruised Banana, isn't it?
Yeah.
That show, because that's the show
that's live now.
next week. I'm hopefully going to be going on it next week.
But can I? Sorry, Lee. I'm sorry to interrupt, bro. I was just going to say that I actually spoke to both you and Shane privately, and I said to both of you to check each other out. And obviously, Shane loves your channel as well. So,
oh, great!
You both promote each other.
Yeah. Thanks anyway, everybody. Appreciate the panel. Appreciate the chat. Even the one in there that we nearly had a little bit of ding dong with. Anyone can come in, except for the arsehole that come in there is now banned. He tried to say something about my granddad's picture up there. So he's banned wherever he was, calling me Jimmy Savile because I've got a naked man on the wall saying he said, well, I don't know what the hell he's probably
To disrespect your family member like that is, wrong.
He's 90 years old now. He's in an home and everything. So that he barred straight away. I can't have that. Anyway, thank you guys. Enough said. I'll see you next week. I'll probably do something in between as well. Little video here and there. Some short clips and that. And I'll see you soon.